When I was a kid, I had this toy. It was a McDonald's branded toy that you could take a slice of bread and put in the top of it and turn this crank, and out at the bottom of it would come strips of bread. And the idea behind it was that you would play pretend, as kids do, and make French fries. I was convinced, playing with this thing as a kid, that what I was tasting in those strips of bread at the bottom was indeed French fries. I had psyched myself on such a base level that what I was eating was French fries. My parents will attest to this. I'd say, tastes just like French fries. Obviously, that's not what was going on. Obviously they knew that I was not eating French fries, but for some reason, mentally, I was sure that this was what I was tasting. This sort of bridges into what I've been seeing recently. And I've had some conversations with a few people. I have no problems with high-end audio equipment. There's been a lot of good stuff done in the area of audio where you can make a very, very solid reproduction of a performance. And absolutely, the result that you get there depends on the components that you buy. You have to buy just the right type of speaker, just the right type of cable, just the right type of amplifier, just the right type of DAC. All of those things are very important to a completely clear, faithful reproduction of audio. But I'm also seeing a lot of stupidity here. Case in point, there's a company selling $5,000 Ethernet cables. They make claims about them such as these Ethernet cables are directional, and the company listens to them to make sure that the direction that they specify with arrows is the right one. This end goes towards your storage, this end goes towards your router. Absolutely malarkey. There's no way that cable makes any difference whatsoever. And even for the cables that do, or the other components that do, the settings that do, it's very, very easy. I've found anyway for myself, and I would suspect it's like this for other people as well, that it's very easy to convince yourself that you're eating French fries when you're eating bread. You really need to do more than just the informal testing of swap the component for the more expensive component. Hit the play button and say, wow, that sounds better. You have to do more than that. Unless you're okay with wasting money, in which case, go right ahead. But don't get upset when somebody like me calls you on that. You have to do blind testing. You're going to have to find somebody who will flip the setting back and forth for you, who will flip the component back and forth for you, so that you don't actually know whether or not you're hearing from the expensive component or the low-end component. And if you can't reliably tell the difference without knowing which component is in place, if you can't tell that difference, then you've just wasted that money. So don't sit around and talk about how your slices of bread taste just like French fries. Know for sure that what you're hearing is telling yourself is French fries is actually French fries. And there's no problem whatsoever with spending boatloads of money for the equipment that will get you what you're looking for, that will get you the crisp quality that you want. But don't fall for these scams. There's plenty of people who are happy to take oodles of money for something that doesn't even make sense to begin with. Soapbox over. Thanks. You're a hero if you got this far in the rant.